Welcome back, everyone, as we launch our latest adventure from JFK and the new Delta One Lounge. Walk off the jet lag in the Ancient Agora, dine with the King, share quality time with the Athenian felines before the sun sets on our first day, all as traveling with the Doobies heads to Greece. So we were lucky on this trip. We had enough points to qualify for an upgrade to Delta One service, and thus we had a chance to visit the Delta One Lounge at JFK, which opened in June of 2024. The centerpiece of the Delta One Club is a full-service bistro. Drinks were quickly in hand as we started to dive into the menu. In this case, a perfectly done Manhattan, and Donna with her champagne. For food, we first started with a little tuna crudo, also a little calamari. Well, that's actually a lot of calamari. Before dining on the main course of steak frite and some perfectly seared scallops. Now, we joked that this might be the best meal of the trip, and we were painfully close to that prediction as we finished dinner with lemon cake and chocolate souffle. Other services included in the Delta One Club include spa and wellness, a buffet restaurant, and a very striking bar, and even an enclosed deck that overlooks the JFK runways. So, too full to walk to the gate after that meal in the Delta One Lounge? No problem. Delta has you covered with a quick jaunt through the terminal. Our travel to Athens was in the A330-900 Neo, equipped with, air quotes here, suites. Okay, so it's a slightly larger lie-flat seat with a door, but comes with a plush duvet, pillow, and a small amenity kit. By the time they served the meal on board, I was still too full to have anything but a nice French red. I put on a movie and began to toss and turn until we were over the Greek coast.
Έχει ξεκινήσει η αρχική μας κάθετος με προορισμό στην Αθήνα. Σας παρακαλούμε να επιστρέψετε στις θέσεις και να πέσετε τη ζώνη ασφαλείας. Welcome to Athens, ladies and gentlemen, where the current local time is 10:20 a.m.
We arrived at the hotel a little bit before noon, and we're staying this time at the IVIS 4 Boutique Hotel in the Siri neighborhood, just steps away from everything. Our room is cozy, clean, with all the expected amenities, and the big treat is a balcony that just cannot be beat. After a quick tour of the room, we were ready to walk off the jet lag in the Ancient Agora, which is only about 5 minutes from the hotel. A real highlight of the Ancient Agora is the Temple of Hephaestus. This temple, built sometime between the 5th and 4th century BC, is to honor the god Hephaestus, who was not only the god of metalworkers, stonemasons, all things crafts related, but he was the weapons maker for the gods. So if you needed to go on a quest, you needed to visit Hephaestus first. The site was turned into a Christian church sometime around the 7th century AD, and its continuous use is one of the main reasons why the building is in such excellent shape. One of the best preserved buildings anywhere in the ancient world. We're visiting Athens in November, and the advantage of visiting in the off season is that you don't have to fight the crowds for some really spectacular pictures of some of the most famous sites. Another advantage of visiting in the off season is it was a perfect 68 degrees as we wandered around the ancient ruins. The Stoa of Attilos was rebuilt in the 1950s, and it gives us a good feel for the look and feel of the Ancient Agora. The Stoa also houses the Museum of the Ancient Agora, as well as clean restroom facilities. Venturing further into the far corner of the Ancient Agora, we find the Church of the Apostles, which is the only surviving Byzantine structure in the Ancient Agora and is the oldest church in Athens. This beautiful small church only opens once a year on the feast day of the 12 Apostles, June 30th. So the Ancient Agora has a few surprises for us. We turn a corner and there's Socrates with his good friend Confucius. I don't know if they ever met, but as we were getting a little bit hungry and a little bit tired from walking around, we asked their advice. Their advice? Go ask the cats for a lunch recommendation. Now, a note on these precious guys. They are not feral cats. They are known as self-domesticating cats, and they are very well cared for in Athens and throughout Greece. One of the reasons the Greek people love cats so much is due to a legend that on the night that Christ was born, the cold baby was warmed by a cat that crawled up next to him. We also found these beautiful tortoises roaming the Agora. With our feline recommendation in hand and a little bit of research we had done ahead of time for great street food in Kalamaki, we stopped in at O Elvis, where we tried pork skewers, chicken skewers, and a sausage with potatoes, washed down by a nice local beer. Wonderful way to start our street food adventure in Athens. Well, we needed something sweet to follow up all that grilled meat, so we headed over towards Monasteraki Square at Lucamares with these wonderful fried dough balls covered in honey and chocolate. So with about an hour before sunset, we decided we needed to take one more nice long walk. So we headed up towards Philippopou Hill. Here you see the entrance to the sanctuary of Pan, where the previous cult of Pan used to have a temple. About 5 minutes further up the road and turning onto Philippopou Hill, we find the prison of Socrates. Now, there's some dispute on whether this was actually the site where Socrates was held in his last days, but the site has been in use since the 4th and 5th century BC and was utilized to protect antiquities from Nazis during World War II. As you wind through the trails moving up the hill, you continually encounter spectacular views of the Acropolis. Another beautiful site is the Church of Saint Dimitri Lombardiarsis. Originally built in the 9th century and refurbished in 1955, it was a perfect stop to reflect and pray as we received news earlier in the day of a dear friend's passing. The Pnyx, just beyond the church, was the gathering place for debates and speeches in ancient Athens. Literally, this word means packed together. What we saw was an amazing view of the sunset all the way down to the port of Piraeus. And on our walk back, Athens had one more surprise for us: a near full moon rising over the Acropolis. As the cats head off to bed, well, so do we. But not without one more look at the Acropolis lit up in all her glory. Can't wait to see what tomorrow holds in store for us. Good night.